Hey guys, welcome back. For this video, I'm going to show you what you need to do if you're a beginner at the game, what kind of things you want to look out for, what things you want to buy from the store, and generally, what are some tips that'll help you out when you first start the game. Alright, so I am level 62. When I first started off, I didn't know anything about the game. Actually, it was an accident on how I started playing this game. I actually wanted to play Marvel Fighting Conquest, Marvel, I don't even remember the game that I was trying to play, but it wasn't this. I stumbled upon this game by accident. I started playing it and I thought, wow, this game is awesome. So I stuck with this Marvel Contest of Champions, that's what it's called. And then I just deleted that within like an hour of playing it and then just started playing this. And I've been playing this ever since. So I've been playing for about 5.5 months. Alright, I'm at level 62. I did use a GameStop card. Well, I traded some old games and got a Google Play card to rank myself up to VIP 2 so I can get some gold rewards. But that wasn't until I started playing late in the game. That wasn't until later. But you certainly don't need to spend any money to rank up fast in this game. Okay, so first and foremost, what you want to do is you want to rank up a character at the beginning. The game gives you biometrics and tickets to rank up a character. I ranked up Thor when I first played, and that's because I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know who was good in this game, who was top tier or anything like that. But I just went with my favorites at the time, and I thought, Thor is cool. Oh, I get to be Thor. So I started ranking him up. I started using a lot of gems on Thor, but then I realized, Thor isn't the best character in this game. He's good, he's tanky, but he's not the best. I would highly recommend, if you're just starting off, to get one of the following characters. Sharon Rogers. Sharon Rogers is perhaps one of the best characters in the game. She has amazing skills. Her skills allow her to be 100% invincible to damage, and she accumulates all the damage when she's invincible. So once you use this attack, basically you absorb all of the damage that you get and you return it back to your opponent. It boosts your attack. So she's a really good character for people that are just starting off. Another really good character is Iron Fist. Now Iron Fist, with this uniform, alright, he has an amazing skill. Pressure point jab, kind of like Sharon Rogers, and makes him immune to damage, and the cooldown on it is really, really fast. 7-second cooldown time, but with the right cards and equipment, that can be lowered. Alright, so that's just characters. Now let me talk about some just basic things in the game that you want to start doing. Here, this is the shop. This is how you access, or this is the lab, and this is how you access the in-game store. Alright, this anti-mana generator, this is useful. So you want to collect this every time because you're going to need this as you progress in the game to rank up armor, to do special missions, etc. Alright, so this is the item shop. Right now it's at level 7, and this is what you want to do, and I wish I would have started this from the very beginning, is buying Dimension Debris. Very important. Buy as many of these from the store as you can every time you see it, and it takes about an hour to refresh. So buy that consistently. Alright, this is a converter shop and just converts items. You don't really need to get too involved with this at the beginning. You can start doing missions. Basically, you select 3 characters and then they go teleport to another mission, and then they come back to you and you just collect items. Like a side game, useful for collecting items. Alright, another beginning tip that you want to be aware of is the daily rewards. So every day, if you complete 6 tasks, you get 25 gems. Gems are good for buying uniforms, for buying items. You can get random items from the store using gems. Every 8 minutes, and a random item will pop up here. Mostly it's not worth buying, but I just use it to buy clear tickets. So you do all these missions, and the missions range from doing timeline battles. Timeline battles can be accessed from the arena. Alright, you go to timeline, and then basically it's just a 3-on-3 TV versus someone else's team. Alright, I did lose a lot at first, but then once I started ranking up my characters, I started winning a lot more. Right now I'm 6-1. The highest rank you can go is Vibranium. But it's just all of these modes here are side modes. They're not part of the main quest. They're all like kind of, you know, side games. There are a ton of side games to play. There's Alliance Battle, where you get to, you know, basically you're in an arena and you're fighting hordes of enemies. Shadowland's really tough. You won't be having any success in Shadowland until you start progressing later in the game. Alright, so I don't recommend trying Shadowland for beginning players. Just wait till you get some really maxed out characters and then try Shadowland. World Boss Invasion. This allows you to use energy in order to participate and get items at the end of the week. Dimension Debris, so you know I'm going to participate in that. I'll do that later. Alliance Conquest. This is a new mode introduced to Marvel Future Fight, and basically in your alliance, if you join an alliance, then you guys get to conquer areas. Again, another area that's recommended for, you know, later on when you start developing more characters. Alright, Alliance Tournament. This allows you to pick a team to follow as the top, you know, teams in the world, or the top alliances, battle each other out. Alright, Battle World, something that kind of comes on every once in a while. It allows you to choose up to 5 characters and then to battle other teams, 5 characters, in order to get prizes and items and stuff like that. Alright, so now what we are, and if you look here, if you tap this little present icon, it brings you to the check-in reward. Alright, every day that you log in, you get a different reward. Alright, today I got 100 energy, tomorrow I'm going to get biometrics, and then in a few days, on Memorial Day, I'm going to get a Tier 2 advancement ticket, alright, which allows you to fully max out a character stats. Occasionally, we'll have a 7-day check-in event, and then you can get items by checking in once a day. Something else for beginning players to note, that although you might not be able to defeat, you know, everything in the game at first, you know, it takes time. It takes, you know, time to progress. But as long as you play daily and you max out your items, you max out your gear, then you'll be okay. Alright, now let's talk character specifics. I'm going to annotate this this video, where I'm just going to create a timeline of it so you can just get to the part where I talk about certain things. If you want me to do a video on specific elements of the game, then just let me know and I'll create a video about that. But basically, this is the character screen. Alright, this is the character that I started with, Ancient One. Oh, and let me add, the third character I wanted to mention to start the game off with, if you don't have a character maxed out, is Ancient One. This character helped me get through the game and helped me advance really, really quickly through the game, mainly because of this skill she has, Ancient Enchantment. It allows you to recover by HP, it allows you to recover, and in addition, she has this Inner Self move, which allows her to be invincible and invisible, which is great. So those two moves together make her unstoppable. So this is the character selection screen. Here you can see a character's stats, their HP. If you click this details, it gives you more detailed information. Alright, here, these are their stats, and you can level these up as you progress in the game. To level them up, it's going to cost Dimension Debris, and that's why I said earlier that it's very important that you have Dimension Debris, because it'll give you an opportunity to rank up your items. You're also going to need gold, and you're also going to need other items as well. Alright, so in this character selection screen, you can upgrade a character's skills. It costs gold, and also something called iOS 8. Alright, iOS 8 is a little tricky to master, you know, early on, but basically all this does is gives your character a buff. Alright, so iOS 8, you equip gems, alright, from your gem inventory, and then it gives your character, you know, various buffs to their stats. You can also select an iOS 8 set. Now this set, when you combine these certain iOS 8 gems together, then it gives you an overall bonus. And as you can see here, my overall bonus for Angel of Death, my attack is up 7%, decreases skill cooldown. So you'll want to modify this depending on your character. You can get up to an 8 set, with iOS 8 set, which is the best set that you can possibly get. Alright, for Iron Fist I have Spy Tactics, and because it lowers the skill cooldown by 20%, I'm constantly able to refresh the skill pressure point jab, so I'm pretty much immune to damage the entire match that I use Iron Fist. So that's kind of just the way how iOS 8 can help you enhance your character's abilities. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the beginning tutorial. If you want to know specific information, then we'll go ahead and just let me know in the comment section what you want me to talk about. Here there's various various side games you can play. Villain Siege, you basically defeat a character. If you use bonus characters, you get bonus items, and you get rewards and tokens that you can use in the shop. Alright, so oh, and World Boss Mode, this another mode that you probably won't be getting into unless you 6-star one of the characters that I mentioned earlier. Then this mode will be saved for when you progress later on in the game. So, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, and good luck.